I want to talk about my mail and my mail here at 798 West Evans Street, Williamsport. Um, um, and my electricity. And I remember when I came here, and Debbie at the office, I gave her the rent and security deposit, and she said that I had to cut on the electric and right there in front of her. Had the electric services turned on, so when I moved in, I'll have it. I wasn't. I think it took me by surprise because I never experienced that before. All the times I had electricity on, in many places. And the landlord never came to me and said that, and I thought it took me by surprise. On the other hand, I can see them doing that. She doing that because of some people pay their rent and not their other bills, like that. So I could see her doing that, and I think that it only makes it better for the person because that way they still have some electricity, and if the electricity is based on the heat, so so I could see Debbie doing that. But also there was a feeling that I had that was said to me that something is wrong, and it was a feeling that I had that told me something is wrong. And um, so I was like, okay, if that feeling is real, God will show me that. God will show me that based on the electricity, if something is wrong with that, God will show me that. And I think it reared its ugly head because God did show me that. And first, I want to talk about the mail. Now, I know that I had a mail problem before I came here. That's not um that wasn't unusual for me because I knew that someone in the post office was tampering with my mail. I believe that someone in the post office is tampering with my mail. And because before I came here to 798, the apartment I had before, they was tampering with my mail. And before I didn't have the mailbox with the lock on it and stuff like that. But here I do. And I still have the problem with someone tampering with my mail. So what's the excuse now? What is the excuse that someone else is doing it? Like if I had the mailbox with no key and then anybody could go into your mailbox and tamper with your mail. But here in 798, West Edwin Street, I have a key to the mailbox. And the only person that has the key is me and the landlord. So what's the excuse now? What's the excuse now? And because of that, it makes me wonder, because the other one is that I have to look at the post office, because I called PP&L today and they told me since June, I moved here June the 1st. Since June, they've been sending my electric bill out here. I mean, to me, but I never received it. I never received not one bill. Not one. They told me the dates they sent it out, and I written them down. Like that. And again, I was wondering why I wasn't getting it, because I was, and I remember when I was in the office with Debbie. So they cut it on and everything, and then, so I was waiting for me to receive the mail, the electric bill in the mail. And I never got one. I never even got one. Not one electric bill in the mail. And so I called them. And they was telling me, that it was online. I never requested that. I never requested that it be done online. I never requested, even though I had an account with them. I had an account with them before, and I still received it in the mail, the bill in the mail. So what's the excuse now? And so, so they had whoever did that. I never requested that I just deal with online service. I never requested that. I was waiting for my shit to come in the mail. I was waiting for my PP&L bill to come in the mail. Not do it so much on online, the online stuff, because I never requested that or nothing. Someone else requested that. I never did. And so, again, they've been sending the bill out since June. They sent one out in June, July, August, and September. And I never received not one of them. And they told me the dates that they sent it out. And so it goes back to Debbie, because the first thing I thought, again, I thought about that feeling I had, that even though I thought that maybe they was doing it in the good for the tenants when it came to cutting electric on in front of them, but it was also a feeling that I had within me that told me that something is wrong, that something is wrong with the electricity thing. And sure enough, because of the electric stuff that's going on, you're getting shocked and shit when you plug shit up. and then they're messing with your TV and DVDs and CDs, and and stuff like that. So it only made the feeling that I had true. And then I doesn't get a bill. It only made that feeling I had within me that told me that something was wrong. It made it true. It made it true. And you know, so I'm saying like, well, if they sent it out, well, where is it? Where is it? Where are the bills? If they so-called sent them out, they told me they sent them out. They gave me the dates that they sent it out. So where is the bills? Like that. They probably sent it out. Now it's between the post office and Debbie, because I have to look at that and say, because I have to look at who has access to the mail. I have to look at who has access to the mail. First of all, when PPNL sends it out, it goes through the mailing system. So I have to look at the post office. Then I have to look at Debbie, because Debbie has the key to the mailbox. I know that I didn't receive it, so I had to look at, who has access to the mail. And where is it? And where is it? I gotta look at who access, and I'm not trying to sit there and blame this person, this, that, and the other. No, I'm looking at who has access to it, to the mail itself. Who has access to the mail? The post office and Debbie. Because Debbie got the key to the mailbox. No one else, I don't think no one else has it beside me. And I know I didn't receive the PPL bill. And the only other person that has the key to the mailbox is Debbie. So I had to look at her. I had to look at the person that got access to the mailbox. Then I have to look at the post office who has